Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, I'm late. There's been few happenings and I mean nothing special, but couldn't join. I couldn't join. I couldn't join. I couldn't join, but now I can. Pam pam param pam 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 param param pam 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 param param pam 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 pam. Hello, hello. Oh, there's a lot of monsters here. What is going on? Hello, 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 guys. Hello. Let's jump right into it. We don't have time to waste because we are already late. We are already late. Oh yeah. I think I missed pam pam para pam pa para pam para bam bam bam. Okay, so what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Well, what are we doing is to prepare for the release, and which obviously will not happen today, but it will happen soon. I started this infinite fixing of houses, right? Because actually, yeah, there are many houses in Listarindel, and I wanted to put some items in each so that they look a bit interesting, right? And yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, we will copy some stuff. Here we went with a candle. I think in a small house we can go candle. Now we will have to see how lit this is in reality, right? Because sometimes it may look like it's lit, but in reality it's not. So we will have to do a round of. But you know what? Just for this, I think I will take a real light. Yeah, these ones are all dark. I mean, there are some houses that I do with more quality, right? And other houses that I just do to have them not empty, right? Maybe in the future these houses will be owned by some of you. Possible. This light seems to be strong enough. I don't know if it's too high though. I mean, if I put it here, this part will be dark or not? Yeah, I think anyway this light is probably the best compared to the candle, right? Okay, what is this house? What is this house? Is it a warehouse for something, or what is it? Um I'm thinking. Or we have it just as warehouse of barrels and other things, which is a possibility. Yeah, maybe. Let's do just an easy one. Anyway, we have the one next, right? They will be they will be hard to do anyway. We can put maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe it's too much. Let's just do let's just do a kind of a warehouse, right, of stuff. So this house is just a container room, right? Which is easy. Which is very easy. Uh-oh. Sometimes we also have to go easy, you know? It doesn't have to be always hard and complex. Yeah. I think with this house we will just go like this. And GG. There is small house 8. Yeah. House small 8. House small 8. So we take this and this. Pararam. Okay. Okay. Boom. Done. Hello, Hula. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We have to change the music. We have to change the music. Okay. So this one in theory is done. This one I don't know what is it, but I see there are some sacks. And oh wow, there's another one here. There are a million of these houses. There are a million of these houses. It's impossible to do them all. It's impossible. It's impossible, my boys. This guy has a garden, though. This guy has a garden. Okay. Hello, Shlu. Lost in the wilderness, completely disoriented, unable to climb steep hills. Okay. Where are you? What is the character name? Is Shlu or something else? You are lost. But if you do slash pause, right? Slash pause, you should see the sector. Maybe the sector should help you, no? If you know the sector, you know roughly where you are. If you have a compass, right, you know where is the position. No? Absolutely lost. Yeah, we are missing some landmarks. Okay, let me see. So let's try slash pause. You are in Aralot area. So Aralot is the northwest part where in theory the Dwarven city will be one day. And yeah, you are very far away from everything, right? You decided to travel like to the end of the world. So my suggestion will be to go on top of one of these hills if you can, or I can just teleport you somewhere. But let me see if it's possible. It's very hard to go up here. Actually, it's probably not possible. Yeah, you are in a very in an area that will have to be terraformed one day. But I agree that we need more landmarks, right? So I think that adding more landmarks will be a good idea in general. But if you open, I mean, if you know that you are northwest, right, and you put the compass in your hand, right? Do you know where north is for the compass or no? I couldn't climb out. Oh, really? You mean there is a place where you cannot climb out? I think I can make more roads. I mean, you can climb this way. So what is the ask? You don't have a compass? Holy moly. Okay, go towards the plane. I mean, do you want to teleport or do you want me to give you direction? I can add more road. There should be a road somewhere here, though. Where are you? You're standing still. You're not moving at all. Go toward the plain fields and we see if we reach some place in here. Oh wow, there is oh wow. Oh wow. Seems to be a risky place to be. I agree. I think you are really north. Like very north. I think you are very north. Because here there is actually I mean, we may terraform this and see if in theory, I mean, the direction you should go is roughly this one, right? It's roughly this one, but I agree that at the moment you just follow a street and then you lost in the street, right? We can go around this one and see. Oh wow, these mountains are insane. I'm exploring a bit. I think I can add more roads though, so that you get, yeah, this area is really wild. I mean, it's not very reasonable. Okay, if you're completely... Do you want to teleport? The street ended and it is nowhere. Yeah, I assume that he ended there. I can just teleport you somewhere else. Like to Olmsted or I can show you the way, maybe, if we find it. Ah, here is not too bad. Ah, I found the road. Look at that. I found the road. I found it. Come here, where are you? You're just behind this mountain. Follow me. I'm visible, right? Where are you? You here or where? You jump down or what? Yeah, exactly. So if you go, yeah, you are in a weird place, but if we go around here, right? And we see the road. Would be nice if I could point, but... So this is basically south. And this is west, kind of, right? So in there, you can see the road, right? In front of you. And in theory, this road will bring you east. And or you reach Amnedair, or you reach, I don't know what you reach, but this road obviously taken this way, right? This way. But if you want, I can also teleport you somewhere, but yeah, this is the road that comes to Aralot in theory, and I think if you go this way, you will go back to the civilization. If you go this way, the opposite, you know, you are going into the nothingness. Because this is west, so it's where the Dwarven city will exist one day. So I think you should go this way and see. I mean, I see big mountains there. I should probably put more landmarks, actually. Just that people can, or maybe some signs, you know. So that people can better understand where they are going. But yeah, I think this way is a good way. It's not. I mean, you are very fast. So you were just exploring. Yeah, there is unfortunately not much in this area. But if you go this way, I think you will arrive to the observatory. I think those are the observatory mountains, I guess. Because they are very tall, so... maybe not. But anyway, this is the right direction. Here we are going southeast. And southeast is good. I think you need a compass. There is a quest, right, that you do for to get a compass. So yeah, go this way. Go this way and you will find your way, okay? A lot of signs just say signpost, even if you right click and look. Strange. In theory they should strange. Okay, so let's build this thing. Do you think a double bed fits into a small house or no? No, it doesn't. Probably a double bed is a bit too much. Want to do it this way? Do you want to do it this way? We will do it this way this time. We'll do this way. So there will be that. Do we want to have a small separator or not? We can have a small divider, or I don't know if a divider in a small room is too much. I mean, I could, right? I could do something like that. Yeah, but I think it's... Nah. I think it's hard to navigate. I think the divider is nice, but it can be good only in large rooms. Only in large rooms. Why we still have this? Huh? No, it's probably just the selected object. Yes, it's just the object selected. It's just the object selection, so it's nothing. It's nothing bad. Is this table too much for a small house? Maybe. But this table is very small. Yeah, maybe it is a good compromise. It's good to have different tables and stuff so that we can always choose, right? Ow. So for the one of you that joined now, oh my god, what did you say? A lot of text. A lot of yeah, even inside idler, I click examine and the signpost should give direction. Yeah, usually yes. Original idea was to visit ground, didn't end that well. Okay, you wanted to go Gog. Yeah, you went too much to the left. Okay, if you tell me which one, I mean, we can check the signposts. I think it would be nice to fix them if they are. And yeah, we need to place more landmarks, right? I mean, this city, like for example, this city that I'm just building and improving is a big landmark. So I think in the future we will have way more villages, right? And you will be able to see where you are, right? So that will be easier. Now I just need to have, you know, enough time to put more stuff into the game. Not just time sometimes, but also the assets, right? So to have the proper assets. But I will, I tell you, I will slowly but surely, I will make the game nicer. Slowly but surely. I'm doing all I can. And yeah, we can Sometimes I'm thinking if these houses should be randomized, right? I don't know. Like the content of the houses to be randomized sometimes, but I mean, on one side, I think I like the randomization. On the other side, I'm like, Wow, this bottle is insanely big. Okay, this house is what? Small house 7. House small 7. Okay. Yep, no. We missed these 3 pieces. Okay. Now we got everything. Okay, and this small house is done as well, but there are 1 million others, so that's the problem. Ah, this one is the warehouse. There is this one at the back, right, which is interesting because he also has his own garden and I don't know. If you have any ideas, guys, of what these houses can contain, please let me know, okay? Because I need ideas. I need ideas on what these houses can contain. I mean, yes, we can always place the typical, you know, bed and table and such, but would be nice if some houses, I mean, it would be nice if some are different, right? For example, one is the house of an alchemist, right? Like this one, maybe we can put these things. We can put a flask. We can put different flasks, you know, and maybe we make it a house of an alchemist. Maybe this one we do this. So we need to characterize these houses somehow, right? So that's the main point. We need to characterize them, and I already did like 15. So I did one house of an artist, one house of an herborist, one house of a warrior, one house. So I did already a lot, but we can Maybe. I think another warrior we can do. I don't think we have enough magic items, right? Which is a bit of a pity though. I don't know if we have enough magic items, right, to... No, it's too big. There's no way. To have like a house of a mage, right? I mean, I can put some staffs, right? I can put some staves, you say? Let me just look 1 second tomorrow morning what I have to do because I'm trying to understand. Tomorrow morning, huh? Because I have the feeling that I'm forgetting something. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. Small house, big cave. One with a cave. What do you mean with a cave? Food tub, sinks, mirrors. Yeah, that we can do in a larger house. Small house, big cave. What do you mean? How can you have a cave entrance? I mean, you mean a cave entrance like a house is actually the entrance of a cave? I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it requires a bit of work. It requires, and also I don't know. So, like, if it's a gateway to somewhere else, this is what you're saying? Maybe. Maybe. We have these flasks. Kind of cool, actually. And we can have maybe an open book, you know, here. Is this the right side or no? By the way, there is some text cut off at the top, but fine. Do we have an ingredient? Ingredient 1. Shield cone. I'm always struggling a bit what to put on the walls. I think it would be nice to have additional pictures, but we don't have a lot of pictures, unfortunately. I think it would be nice to have a container here, like a chest. I mean, this chest is really Oja chest, but I mean, otherwise we can put this one, but people will say, oh, it's a loot chest. It's a loot!
What is this? Spaghetti code?
What do you mean by spaghetti code? There is no spaghetti here. Spaghetti. No spaghetti anywhere. I don't see any spaghetti here. Do you? How small 02? I'm just grouping them now. So I'm just selecting them, grouping them, and putting them in the right folder, right? So that we can more easily manage if we want to move the house, or I mean, just a way to have the stuff, you know, more organized. Basically. Okay, we have this one, which I would say is done. It's kind of a house of an alchemist, considering these things, right? It would be nice to have some plants as well, but it's fine. Then we have this one, which is very simple. It's only a bottle. There's no indication of what is it. This one is probably the warehouse. Yeah, this is just a container thingy. Now, here we have another shop. Right, because these are the shops, so I don't know. What other shop can we have, considering that I already did few shops. But you know what? I think I want to do the same that I did. So that we will have 2 lights. Because I think it's way better. No, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, we have 2 lights. One to the right and one to the left. Yes. Okay, so now can copy this. Where was there? Yeah. We have a lot of houses now with an inside, which is fantastic. I think we still need to do the main room though. Main room is very, the main building is very, very important, right? It's very important. Uh-oh, what happened? Nah. He copied instead of copying the lamp, he just copied the mesh. Okay. I think these nice villas can't have we must have a big secret, you think? A big secret. Okay. Okay. I like that. The village must have a big secret. Must have a big secret. Like the major is a werewolf, huh? I mean, this kind of stuff, huh? The starting already has Murder Hill. Okay. Extend the Black Fame, feeling something. You want to have one very dark house, like haunted by ghost. I don't know how to do it though, but we can have an abandoned house. Yeah, we can have an abandoned house with weird stuff. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We can. What can be this shop? We already have a blacksmith. We already have an herbalist. We already have an alchemist. We already have someone selling plants. This shop will be selling food. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, this one is selling food. But can we use a kiosk? No, we cannot use a kiosk because a kiosk would be too big. We only have one kiosk? What do you mean? No, we have plenty of kiosks. How are the kiosk named? They're not named kiosk. They're named stand or what? Stand maybe? No? No, huh? Like the ones that we have outside of Delver, right? That is what I'm thinking. In BD Road 2. In BD Road 2. Because there we have some stands there. Here. How did I make them? Simply with tables and these things. I was hoping for something better. But we have in Oja. Richard Goog so far away. Yeah, you went the other side. You basically went all the way to the other side of the map. But it's good, you know. You had a good walk and you explored a bit the land. I can add more roads if you want and more signs. I think I should actually, but it's always hard to do everything. Yeah, also this market we did this way. We did just with the display, yeah. By the way, the lights here are also very, very low, which is annoying. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know, lights in this game has always been a problem. So we don't really have a kiosk. I mean, the only kiosk that we have is strange. Let me see. Yeah, they're pretty much done all the same. Or very similar to each other. Where is Xoreke? Xoreke is here. Yeah, just a table and... So we only have one kiosk. Where is Kavz... whatever. Kavuzu, Kuzavu, what is the name of the lady selling fishes? The lady selling fishes should be next to the... huh? The lady selling fishes is here. No. It's not. It's next to a door. Not this door. I think it was this door, right? Next to the... I think it's actually here, yes. I think it's here. But it's added in-game. Okay. I see. So I think the only kiosk that we have is this one. Can we generate a few variations of this, maybe without the upper part, or because I think we need some stand, right? Where to put stuff. I think we need that. Let me see where is this kiosk. This kiosk is under chairs, table, shelf, kiosk. Kiosk 01. Yeah, the game is now way bigger, but I think that we need to also improve a bit the way... Uh-oh, why these are Z fighting like bosses? Because they are really the same. Okay. I would like to have a kiosk. One problem of this kiosk, I think, is not exactly flat. At least this is what I... No. No, it seems to be flat. But anyway, we will duplicate it. And we will create a kiosk 02, right? And this kiosk 02 will be without that top part, right? And it will be without, I guess, this stuff, or no? Without this stuff. I don't know. This kiosk is a bit all over the place, right? Because he has like, yeah, you see, he has like these wrong thingies and. It's a bit weird. I don't know exactly where we got it, but... I mean, it served us well for quite some time, so... Why? Ah, it's not even using notes? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Kiosk 01A. Kiosk 01A. Exactly. Okay. I mean, this kiosk is weird. It's kind of all broken. I need a place where I can display my stuff, right? And is I think having a corner angle is not bad. But I don't know why this kiosk is so all over the place. I mean, it's so decomposed, right? So it's like in pieces, like I don't know. Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. It's used. I cheated and hired the players to bring me to Isla. Yeah, it's fine. I really hope there will be more stuff to do right than now, but it will. It will. It will. Just a matter of time, my boys, but it will. There will be more stuff to do in the game. Papara, 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 para. I don't know if I want to keep... No, probably I don't. I'm trying to create a kiosk which is reusable, right? And that we can use... that we can use also in a closed space, right? And it's a bit more organized than the other one, because the other one is very weird, actually. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna normalize it. Just going to normalize it. Just going to normalize it. And this one we just delete. And I don't know if I want to have two pieces, like this piece as a simple one that is just one side. And then to have another. The only problem I think is the deepness, right? That this is kind of deep, but I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, huh? I don't know if it's too deep. I don't know if it's too deep, like that this should actually be like this, right? Instead of double. Maybe. Because it is kind of deep like that. If I want to do it this way, I will have to scale it significantly. I don't know. I don't know if you want to have another small piece here or not. Or we just shrink this, right? Is it better with this thing smaller or not? I don't know. So that he has some space. Oops. Is it better with space or without space? I don't know. I think it's about the same. I still feel that this is a bit too much. Meaning too deep, right? Too deep. Okay. Now this can be used both sides, right? It can be used in a market where the NPC is there, but can also be used the other way around, no? I think so. Now our house is not really square, so maybe it will be hard to use this piece, right? But we will try. Let me export it as it is and see. I don't know if it would be too big. No. No, it's not too big. I think that the vertical sides, though, I think is not very standard. I mean, a standard should be like 70 centimeters, right? Roughly. Is this like 70 or? Is 57, yeah. I always felt that that kiosk was a bit too low. I mean, 57 is really I mean, it's too. I think it's too low. I mean, we can make it higher very easily, right? Just by making the legs higher. So if we go up 10 centimeters, right? So this will be 67. What the? Ah, crap. Yeah, I think 67 is more reasonable. Yeah, 67. I think it feels more like a table. Otherwise, it seems like a very, very low table. Okay, so this one we can use this way, right? And we can even put stuff below it, or we can put, because using it this way, I don't think it makes any sense unless we really have our NPC. I mean, this is really a shop, right? And we have our NPC somehow trapped inside of that, or we just move it like this, and he can walk, right? He can walk here, but then he starts to be very close, so we can do the opposite. So we move it like this, and he can walk, here, right? Here. Oops, sorry, I'm moving too fast. Yeah, he can walk there. So we can do it this way if we want. I don't think like this is too bad as well. I think it's decent. Is this one taller or no? Just a visual effect. Okay. Okay, I think it can be something like that. And then I think we have boxes with or crates, right? I remember they are called crate with food, right? Which all kind of foods. Yeah, exactly. So we have like apples and fishes, and these are the pungent tuber. These are tomatoes. So we have that. Now, in theory, we also have the fishes. I mean, the real fishes, if we want to have them on a stick. Can we have the fishes on a stick? Or can we have the fishes in a box? Where do you put the fishes usually? Well, not in a box, I guess. But we could. So maybe we can have 2 of these things. Yeah, the only problem is that this is not, I mean, we can mirror it, -1 on the X, maybe. Nope. Wait. Because it was all... Wait. So if I mirror it... Yes, like this guy is now specular of the other guy. And we can have maybe... the fishes and the meat this side. Maybe. Where are all the fishes? They are not under things. They are under fishing. Okay. Well. So in theory we could take these fishes and we can put them there. I don't know if I want to put them in a box or I want to put them in a... on a stick or something. This box is too high anyway. This box is really not the best box. Do you want to have them in a box like that, or... I mean, if we really want, I can also do this. So the box is actually smaller. I think the only problem here is that if I do this, right, I will have to place a lot of fishes to make them look like reasonably... Bah. We can do this. No. Maybe not the best in the world, but... Can we have a big fish? Oh, wow. Should this also be in a box? I think they should all be in a box. Somehow, right? I'm feeling I can go on to do this for like 10 days, but let's see. What other big fish we have? I think the grouper, no, was the... there was one fish at this one, yeah. This one doesn't even fit. Now it does. Okay. It's like playing a food simulator game, right? Food simulator, easy. Para 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 para. Para pa para pa para. Guys, tell me something about you today. What are you doing, guys? What are you working on? What are you playing? What are you planning for the next week? Tell me something. I don't know why my chat is always saying 0. That is very strange. It's happening since few days, right? It is not really showing the people connected, but definitely there is people connected because I see you. I see you walking around. But the chat is not reporting the people that we have, which is kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, you see that this kiosk is kind of low because even if I made it taller now, I made it like taller, this chair goes barely below it, right? So, well, I think it's okay, but you will have problems putting your legs there just because, yeah, it's so at the limit. And I already made a kiosk taller. Right, so okay. What else can we have at the back? At the back, I think we can have some crates that will contain even more stuff, right? We don't know what it I don't know. We don't know what is there, but we see that something is there. Yeah, so there will be more crates of stuff that you can buy, and some barrels always good. Maybe you can use these other barrels now. Let me see. Yeah, let's use these other barrels. They look kind of big, but I think it's okay. Why we have two? Because one is giant. Okay. And what else can we have, guys, in this place? I think it's kind of okay. I mean, it's a bit empty here in the middle. Or we put a carpet, or we put a... what else there can be there? I mean, I can put this, but I don't think he will... Are they selling also? Okay, maybe yes. So we solved the problem, huh? Maybe not that big, right? I will make it smaller. I mean, the problem of this is that you cannot really go and check the... because there is this thing in the middle. I mean, I can make them smaller. Okay, so maybe like this is reasonable. It is enough for this shop, guys. Does it feel, you know, he has enough stuff, or does it feel empty? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Also, there is enough space to walk. Like, if there are players, no, there is enough space to walk, which is what we want. So there is a medium, house medium 3. House medium 3. House medium 3. Okay, now we select pretty much everything. And we move to house medium 3. Right? I would like to see if he lags when you enter the game, because these are many items, right? These are a lot of, like, these are hundreds of items that I placed. And I want to understand if this would make the game go slower. Medium 3 we said? Medium 3. Okay, oh, the door. Okay. Another one down. Another one down. Cool. I kind of like it. Okay, so let me see at a glance, right? If we look from the top and we hide all the houses that we already made. So that is from the top, right? The top. And we hide all the houses that we already made. House common 1, boop, that one. Common 2, boop. Common 3, boop. Common 4, boop. Common 9, where is it? Up there. Common 10. Luxury 1, luxury 4, luxury 5, medium 1, medium 3, medium 4, medium 5, small 1, small 2, small 4, small 5, small 7, small 8, small 9. Holy shit, I did a lot, my boys. These are all the houses that we did. Yeah, they are mostly on the left side. They are mostly on the left side. So there are a few that are still missing, right? And I mean, you can also leave them empty. I think I would like to do one abandoned house. I think would be very nice, but maybe the abandoned house should be like this one, or one here on top. I don't know. These are the ones that are remaining, right? There are not that many remain. Ooh, this one can be the abandoned house. Ooh, here in the corner. Oh yes. Do you think it should be dark, or do you think there should be a small light? I think there should be a small light, otherwise the players will not even go in. I think it would be nice to have it as a haunted house, like you said, right? Someone said, let's make it a haunted house. I mean, we don't have a lot of space, right? But we can put some creepy... I think we have some webs. I think we have some spider webs. I don't know how exactly they play out, but we have some. And or we put some crystals or it would be nice if it was some magic stuff, but under blueprint, do we have any luminous crystal? No. I can add a crystal anyway, and because I would like something magic, right? Something magic that actually, I don't know if they should be crystals or what. Should it be a skull that is like shining? Pa 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 para para pam. We don't really have good. I mean, I think probably on the skeleton. On the skeleton. We have these things. Should it be lit by crystals or by what? It should be lit by magic. I mean, we can put a particle effect, right? We can put a dark particle effect with a purple light, right? I can do that. Like if I take the only problem is that the particles that we have are not permanent. They are running only one time, right? Yeah. So it is running only once. No, there's enough space though. Yeah, you see that it runs once and then it disappears. I can make it infinite. Just don't know if you want to have an infinite. Where is the crystal that we have in the Death Realm? It's not here. Why? It's not called crystal. Fuck. It's not called crystal. Okay. No, it's not called crystal. That's for sure. This thing. Special stone. Special stone. GG special stone. Special stone. I mean, it is huge, right? I mean, we can make it smaller, obviously, but yeah, it's like insanely big. Why is not special stone material? Special stone 01A. Oh, exactly. Why is not taking the because it just takes the light, whatever is the light? Could be. No, I don't understand what is going on. Why this special stone works and the other it doesn't? Special stone 01 matte, right? Yeah. Maybe it's a different one for whatever reason. Yes, it is. I don't know if I want to have something like this in here, but I think it would be kind of cool actually to have... And you know, we can cheat a bit. We can do this. We can do this. We can plant into the ground so that it's not fully visible, right? And we can use bracers or... the only problem is that these bracers are not, yeah. Like if I do this, you can see it. You can see it from the bottom. Yeah, I can make it smaller maybe. I don't know. Do we have a decent particle effect that we can use with a kind of a purple thing or no? I don't remember how I called the ones that I made infinite. I think some of our spells I had to make infinite because I needed that for the GUG, right? For the GUG area. I think. I just called the glyph. Just called the glyph. Ooh, I also have this one. I also have this one. There is darkness glyph. I don't know if it's too much. If it's too evil. Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly. Can we have it purple? Probably not, huh? How can the color be blue if this is completely dark? Huh? Ah! Ah! Why still going blue? Weird. It's still going blue somehow, even if... Where is taking the blue at the end? Considering it's not here. Because there is white, there is pink, and there is... Where is it taking the blue? Initial color, right? Initial color. Maybe it's in the texture. Mesh material. Mesh material. Radiant energy. Yeah, probably is somehow. Yeah. Is somehow. But it's not too bad actually. It looks very, very weird. Huh? It looks very weird, but. You know. It's not bad. Sorry, I lost where we have that. I see. Oh, wow. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hello, Mats. Hey, welcome back. Look at this thing. That's insane. It's very trippy. It's very trippy. It's very trippy. Is it too much? Well, I mean, it is a bit much, but... I mean, in theory, if you want, we can scale it, right? We can scale... I don't know. I mean, scaling particles effect doesn't really work sometimes, but... Oh, wow. I just don't know if I put it inside the crystal, right? I think that this will probably not show because this is one of the problem with particle being inside geometry. Uh 0.7. It is cool. Yeah, I think it's cool as well. No, because we started to say that this house, right, it is a bit isolated, right? It could be a haunted house or a house with, you know, with some issue, with some, right? And so I wanted to place these things, and I was thinking to place also like and then maybe we can invent a story around it, right? Yeah, but we have like these branches, right? They look like they are completely dry. So maybe we can do that, and we can invent a story behind this thing. We can invent a story. I don't remember if we call this stump or branch, or are the ones that we have in the desert anyway, right? The ones that we have in the desert. Unload. The one that we have in the desert. Where is the desert? The desert is 1204. We should have some. Yeah, these ones. These ones. What is this? What is this guy? This guy. This guy is. This guy is a 3 dead. He's a 3 dead. Which is this guy. Seems to move though. Huh? Why? No. Huh? It doesn't move here. I mean, if he moves, it's even more scary, actually. If he moves, it's even more scary. It looks like he's alive. Oh my god, it looks like he's alive. Okay. Three dead. Three dead. Three dead. Three dead. Three dead. I don't know. I mean, the fact that he moves is kind of adding to the drama, right? Adding to the drama. But I don't know if it's a great idea. Here we have some webs, but why they are showing? They're not really showing properly. No? No. They don't show kind of properly. Bam 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 bam. Mats, before dinner, right? If you are available, I would like to ask you some advice. I mean, just for fun. I mean, it's not that it's real advice, but I would like to ask you some advice on what to do. I wanted to have some... What can we have? What can we have that it looks... I mean, this stone is fantastic, so I really like it, and it will stay there. But what else can we have in this house that is actually continuing this story? Other stones similar, little near. I mean, I want to expand the story, right? So is this gem like sucking the energy of the trees, or is this? Do we want some dead people? Do we want to have a book? Do we want to have an altar? Do we want to have a book? We want to have a forbidden lore altar, something? I have this thing, but it's very similar to that. Well, in theory I can use this instead of that. I can use this instead of the brazier, right? Is this one better than this? You need players. Yeah, I need players, true. But you know, I cannot create players, so but I can create a game. So I create a game, even if it's without players, it's fine. I have fun making the game, but I agree with you. I need more players. So you think that this one is better, eh? Okay. We keep it there. I mean, there's a bit of this lava thing that is not really making any sense, but that's fine. I think. Do you think it's too big? I think it's a bit too big, or no? You said you wanted huge, no? Because I want the crystal to be the protagonist, right? I want the crystal to be the protagonist. More huge. Hello, Netta, by the way. If you want to help with the players, Netta, the best way that you can help us is to post some videos of the game, maybe where you're having fun with the game, or where you're fighting some monsters or whatever, where you're doing quests, and post it as a short clip on YouTube. And maybe people, you know, will see it and they will be interested. So I think we need more advertising. We need more... I think that I kind of like the trees because they are very... They seems that they are, you know, attracted by the altar. So I think it's nice. I think these two dead trees are very nice. But I don't know what else I can place. Also stuff that we have, because the problem is what we have. The problem is what we have. I mean, we have a fantastic altar, which is this one with the book and everything, but maybe that's a bit too much. There is a Lanx altar that we use for other stuff. I think it's a bit out of place here. I mean, I can have a book stand. I can have... I can have a book stand, right? I have a book stand like that. Unfortunately, it's a very elegant wood, so it's a bit out of place, right? But I could put a book on it and pretend that that's the end of the world, right? I can have some other braziers with a purple light if you want. We can have some other braziers with a purple. Now the question will be why people are living in this city without any problems, right? So if they know there is this thing in one house, right? Why they leave without any issues, right? I could put some skeletons there, or I can put, you know, but I can put some skeletons on the ground. I can put some skeletons. We have skeletons. I mean, more huge than the others. We can put the skeleton of a beast as well. But then probably this door should be locked somehow, you know. Or this thing may appear only sometimes. Yeah, that probably will be the best, right? That we have one house like this one, which is actually empty, but sometimes at night, only at a certain time, right? This thing appears. And maybe there is also an NPC, which is a ghost that is speaking and telling you something. So I think we can use it as a quest idea. My problem is that I cannot do it without... I mean, I have to take these items and put it into a generated quest. I think I can generate everything on the fly. But maybe it's a bit too much for now. So I think I will leave it. I think I will leave it as is for now. Because we cannot do it before the release, right? I cannot create a new generated event, a new quest, a new whatever. I mean, it's too complex. I cannot do it. It's taking just too much time. So I will not do it. But I think the idea is not bad, right? The idea I think is kind of cool to have one haunted house. And I think we can do that. Bye, 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 bye. Do, 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 dee, down. Someone who got stuck into a hole. Oja Road 1. Oja Road 1. I can fix it. If it tells me where is it, I can fix it. Okay, this is what? Common House 5. House Common 5. Mm-hmm. Wow, I think this thing is nice though. I think this thing is nice. I really like it. I don't know if it fits into this house actually. Maybe in the future I will move it somewhere else. But I think it's kind of nice. Common House what? Common House 5 we said? I hope so. Common House 5. Common House 5. Okay. Okay, we have this. Do you think that this thing should be like barred, like people, like there is a fence blocking the entrance, and obviously you can enter, but only by crossing the fence, and because I can create a fence that it goes all around here. Maybe people built just to oh, by the way, you can see a bit of the purple from outside. Pretty cool. Who sealed the crater? Someone sealed the crater. Let me see. Uajet, someone saying you sealed the crater in Oja Road 1. Do you have that position? So I change it. I change it before release. Okay. Hello, Shiny Gaming. Hello, hello. I really like this view. I really like this view. I have a design level streaming question if you're open to question at the moment. Shiny Gaming Tats. Okay. Level design, design level streaming question. Yeah, I'm open for question always. I'm always open for questions. It's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Something I try to understand is when making a game, we have to build structures. The word I told, for example, was to make a house. You can make the outer shell of the house and everything inside with little individual pieces as possible. Now I like to make more of an asset pack so we can build the house and the engine. Or still struggling with the idea of building in a structure and other structures separate for optimization purposes. No, I mean, yes and no. So you can have, for example, right here I have a city with a lot of houses, right? I mean, this is a bit of a different style, maybe to what you have, but the actual house, right, is so the walls of the house, the inside and the outside, is one piece, right? So it's a single object, right? And so if I open it, right, you see that yes, there is one mesh, right? There's one mesh. Consider this geometry is going to be very, very light, right, on you anyway. So now depends on the geometry you have. It may be heavier, but if you do it, I mean, most of the work here is done by the texture, right? Because the geometry is really simple, as you can see, right? So geometry is very simple, and so in this case, I think that splitting the inside and the outside is not very important for the building. Now, for the contained objects, I would say absolutely yes. So the object needs to be separate. So, for example, here I'm having, I'm building. Let's go into a house maybe that has something. Maybe this one. No, this one. No. I hide all the ones that didn't have any anything. Okay, like this one, right? This one. Yeah, so this house, for example, has, you know, oh, by the way, I left some grass. He has a bed, he has a chair, he has a backpack, and he has a lantern. He has a so now this one is very simple. There are others that are more complex, right? They have more items, like this one, for example. Yeah, it's been more complex, right? So yeah, I mean, all these items are actually separate items. So I dropped them separately, right? Also because you want to reuse them. Like this shelf, I'm reusing it many times across different houses, and this bed, I'm reusing it across different houses as well, or this book, right? So yeah, all these pieces are definitely separate pieces so that they can be rendered separately and called away. Plus, you know, if you really want, if you know that this is staying in the house, you can use the max view distance, right, which is here, and in the mesh, right, and with the desired max draw distance, you can say that you want, for example, this one to be drawn only at, I don't know, 20 meters, so 30 meters away, which anyway, you know, will be the distance when you are inside the house, right? So yes, the inside, absolutely, but the walls, I would say no. I mean, the walls are so simple usually, unless you have super complex walls, but I don't think so, right? But for example, if you have a painting somewhere, right, or if you have some tapestry on the, like this one, for example, has a lot of items. By the way, this one also has two nice dices, a d20 and d6. All these pieces are separate, right? All these pieces are absolutely separate pieces and not built into the house. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question, but let me know. Let me know. Okay, I think that house we are good. Here there is another shop. Oh my god. Another shop, I really don't know what to do. I think this one we will leave it empty. I mean, I think it's start to be too many now. Really too many. I mean, I can put a light on. I think I would like to have the light everywhere so that at least they are lit, right? But did this answer your question? Or you have more questions? I would like to do one more luxury house, but because I want to place the drawing, right? The drawing we didn't place at the end. We made it, but we didn't place it anywhere. I would like to do one very luxury house. Let me see which one we can have. I think there is at least one luxury left. For sure there is this small one, but yeah, this luxury one is missing. So I think we can do this one, and this one is done or not? No, also this one is not done. Oh my god, there are too many houses. Too many. Too many. have too many houses, my boys. Ah, it's a good idea, but holy moly, it's taking me forever. The pit is at blah 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 blah. There are two right next to each other. Okay, I will fix it, so it's easy for me to fix. I just open Oja Road and I changed the land, right? So I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Somehow it happened. So one of the problem of the large house like this is that we don't have space for the painting though. No! We put it here. I mean, you can put it here actually. Does it fit? Yeah, it may fit actually. Okay. Let me see. Painting. Let me read what you said, Shiny. Okay, as an additional example, on a space station in a window, you can see the outside of a capsule connected to the station across the map. Okay. But the level won't load the inside of that room until you are near. I'm struggling with how to design structure that separated inside outside, so I guess maybe another way to ask questions is I wouldn't be able to make a definition something need to be separated with more play. No, but in that case, you just have to decide the maximum draw distance. Is it streaming level, or is are you using streaming levels, or word partition, word composition? What are you using? You can decide the distance. But yeah, in terms of no, I think if it's very complex inside, I would keep it separate, but only if it's complex. But again, I would do the object separate, and then if you want them to see very far away, you will increase the max distance, right? So that they are visible. If you put the max distance to 0, they will always be visible. No, the max distance is this. So if you click on an object, right? You click on an object and you scroll here. I think you can see this part of the screen, right? You type max, and there is this thing, desired max draw distance, right? Max draw distance. Obviously, there is inside the same level. If you are using streaming levels and the level is not loaded, I mean, this will obviously not do anything, right? But you can also decide, for example, in the so this is within a level, but you can also decide in the blueprint, in the level blueprint, right? If you do blueprint, open level blueprint, you may decide that as soon as this level is loaded, also another level is loaded, right? Because you can use streaming level, load streaming level. Yeah, for example, look at this. I just have it here, right? I just have it here. So as soon as this map loads, right, I decided in the begin play to load with load stream level by name another level, because I need this level to always be loaded, because it is my character selection, right? And I want that to be loaded anyway. So in the case of your capsule, maybe what you can do that when you're inside the station is loaded, you want to have a load streaming level of the outside as well, of the other object, right? And I think that will do actually. If this is what you need. Yeah. Let me fix this pit thingy, because otherwise I will forget. I'm pretty sure I will forget. So let me do this. Yes, we save this. Let me reload. So it really depends on your setup, right? Your setup. I mean, if you're using word composition, word partition, or manual streaming levels, right? Level loading or whatever. I mean, it really depends on that. But there are those techniques that you can use to decide exactly what you want to load. Absolutely. No, wait. Oh, wow. There are two of these things. Yes, that and that. Yeah, absolutely. Where are we here? Someone decided to walk on this thing. Yeah, fine. Fine. Okay, I fixed it. Now, if we can make it slightly more interesting, would also be nice, but because this is really a freaking nothingness, right? We have unfortunately some places that are like this, so just plain mountains with not a lot of characterization, right? And it'd be nice to change that, but it takes time. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Unload. I think I understand you, thank you. And last question for now in regards to collision. Would you ever let U5 generate collision, or would you say to create your own collision mesh for every new game is best practice generally? Well, I would say that everything that is very simple, you can let him generate collision. I think he does a decent job, right? But for the complex items, you cannot really, because or you use complex as simple, which is something that I do often. But it's not very efficient, right? Because complex as simple means that basically you take your wall geometry and you use it as a collision mesh, right? And in certain cases that is really a bad idea. But sometimes I do it just for a lack of time, right? So, for example, the houses that you saw before are use complex as simple in their set. Uh-oh. It crashed. Very nice. We saved everything anyway, so it should be fine. At least I hope so. Yeah, I think we do. So you have let's say 3 options, right? You have 3 options. You have use the simple collision that Unreal Engine is giving you, which for, I don't know, a box, for example, like a crate or a box or a simple stuff, you know, that is mostly square or is a rectangle, you can definitely just use the default one. Then option 2 is to use complex as simple. So you go into the object settings and you say use complex as simple, which basically means that your collision will be done with a full geometry, right? And I use that quite a bit. So for example, all the houses of this level, right, are, or this barrel, for example, right? This barrel, right? This barrel, I'm pretty sure that is, we can check it, right? We can check, but I'm pretty sure that is complex as simple, or even using simple, and that's it. Let me see what this is using. This is using, you see that you find it under collision. Yeah, this one is using use complex collision as simple, right? So basically what I'm asking Unreal is to, if I go show collision, show simple, right? So yeah, it's basically using that one, right? So it's not using the green one, it's using the purple one, right? Which is the complex collision, which is basically is your model, right? Is your model. Another thing that you can do, which is the third method, right? The third method is to really create the collision yourself. And that is very time consuming, but on certain objects is useful, right? So for example, I would never do it on a stair, like on a stair like this. It would be overkill, right? To do your collision, right? Because just use complex as simple, because your collision will be pretty much the same as the complex model, right? But in a house like this one, for example, you have a lot of beams, like you don't really need to collide on this beam, you don't need to collide on this beam, because they are above the, I mean, the player cannot reach them, right? They are up above. So maybe on this house you could create your own collision mesh, right? But it's quite some work, eh? So you have to you have to decide if you really want to do it, because it's time consuming. It's very time consuming. And I don't know if you want to do it. Takes a lot. Takes a lot of time. But depending also what you are doing it for and how complex is that level, right? If the level itself is not too complex and you know that you are loading that level alone, pretty much alone, right? And it is not, then you can use complex as simple. So you always have to think to the overall, right? To the overall cost, right? What is your overall cost? So in areas that you know that is already very, very heavy, maybe you decide to do it, right? No, I cannot do that. I have to change... wait. Okay. Look at this beautiful painting, by the way. Look at this beautiful, beautiful painting. Ah, this is one of a kind. This is a one of a kind painting, my boys. We will put it there on that wall. Okay, so this house will be a luxury house, right? It will be a very luxury house. So we will use the best of the best that we have in terms of furniture. And obviously we don't want to have grass going through the floor. From the Louvre. From the Louvre. I answered to you, Mats, on Discord, by the way. From the Louvre. So to use the best of the best that we have, I think we can go with the red carpets, right? The red carpets I think are the most luxurious that we have, and so this house can be can have a lot of these carpets. Now I don't know even how I want them and where I want them, but there is another at 427. Okay. Still in Oja Road? Okay. Let me try that. There is another. No, Widget is telling me that there is another problem in Oja Road 1. In Oja Road 1. I hope I didn't leave the cube. Did I leave the cube? No, I didn't leave. I didn't leave the cube. That's nice. Cube. Cuban. Cuban. That coordinate is not Oja Road 1. I mean, I can guess it by, but it's not very simple to guess it because it seems to be very far away from everything. So, Emerald Lake. Okay, Emerald Lake. Emerald Lake. Emerald Lake. Emerald Lake is what? I think it's 6465 if I remember right. No. No, Emerald Lake. It's not this. Emerald Lake. Probably yes. So 4445. 4445. Okay. 4445. Let me try again to find these coordinates. 2600. 353. is underwater. Seems to be underwater, my boys. Come on. Arrgh. I'm loading all the levels. I cannot get that level. It's so annoying. Okay, what level is this? This is... 0404. So it should be 0304. Okay, we got it. 0304. But it's underwater, my friend. I mean, I can fix it, but it's actually underwater or no? No, maybe no. Maybe it's not underwater. No, it's not underwater, actually. It's not underwater, no. Okay, here we are in 0304. Exactly, no, it's not underwater. Here we are in 0304. Yes. Okay, so this one we will change it, we will save. Yeah, we'll flatten it. Okay. It is fixed. Now the fact that you cannot walk from here to there is a bit annoying, actually. But, can we make a bit of a bridge here, avoiding holes? Okay. Okay. I will have to go to dinner soon, guys. Maybe I will be here after dinner. I don't know. I have to think about it. But considering all the stuff we need to do for the release, is possible. It's possible. It's possible. We will see. My motivation, you know, if my motivation is great, I will. And if I don't have anything else to do, no other duties. No other duties. Let's see. Should we have it like this from the door? Maybe. So it will be from the door going up the stair or what? Or I mean, do we want to? Huh? I don't know if I want it this way, right? And maybe having a nice table, or I mean, the nicest table that we have. Let me see the nicest table that we have. Nicest table that we have is probably the one. With the drawings on the side, which is what? Is this one? You know, we have a large one. This is too much, probably, right? Yeah, it's too much. Or we have this one. This is like, and we can also make it smaller if we want. I don't know if I want to have the table in the middle, though. It is nice because it has some nice borders, right? And the quality of the wood is nice. Wait a second. But I think I'm at the end of my time here, guys. So I will see you. Yeah, I think I will go to dinner. I will see you or later tonight for another round of this. Or why is not? Remove procedural, please. Okay, or later tonight or tomorrow evening, okay? And the idea is to release as soon as possible. Maybe even during the weekend, I don't know. No problem, Shiny Games. If you want to leave a follow, do it. So I'm gonna go, or later tonight or tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. And yeah, if you want to click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Also remember that our game is released. If you go to our website, you can download it. And if you want to support us, there is always Patreon and subscriptions, and all our socials are here at the top of the page, so you can reach us. Bye-bye. Bye. By the way, the new webcam works perfectly. I didn't have any problem since then, right? So it was really the webcam the issue. We fixed it. Bye.